Every flower hides a secret so tiny, almost nobody notices it. But, deep inside this glowing flower, something magical is waking up. A hidden world of golden dust, floating quietly in the morning light. This golden dust is pollen. Looks small, but carries a big mystery. One day, the wind began to move, and its journey began. But where was the pollen going? Why did it need to travel? And who would help it on the way?
Peekaboo! Hello, friends! Ready to learn something new? Come on! Today we learn about pollination. Like, share, and subscribe! You're awesome!
So what is pollination? Pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther, or the male part of a flower, to the stigma or the female part of a flower. This process is extremely important for the formation of seeds and fruits. Did you know? A flower has a male part called anther. Anther produces pollen grains. You see those golden dusts spreading from the anther? Those are pollens. They are very light and dusty. A flower also has a female part called stigma. Sticky like glue. It helps in trapping the pollen. So basically, this journey of pollen grains from anther to stigma is called pollination. But friends, do you know? These cute little pollen grains are too tiny to jump or walk on its own. So they need help from nature to travel from the anther to the stigma. Thus, Mother Nature has created these amazing helpers to help the pollens travel. These helpers are scientifically called agents of pollination. Some of these agents are bees, butterflies, birds, wind, and water. But wait. The pollen's journey is not over yet. After reaching the stigma, the pollen travels deep inside the flower, all the way to the ovary. Inside the ovary are tiny baby parts called ovules. Then something magical happens. The pollen joins with the ovules in a process called fertilization. And guess what happens next? The ovary slowly grows into a fruit, and the ovules turn into seed. That means pollination helps plants create new life. Friends, you must know, pollination are of two types. The first one is called self-pollination while the second one is called cross-pollination. So what happens in self-pollination? Well, in this process, the pollens move from the anther to the stigma of the same flower. Did you know? Pea, wheat, rice, all undergo self-pollination. On the other hand, we have cross-pollination. In this process, the pollens travel from the anther of one flower to the stigma of a different flower. Cross-pollination is very common in apple, pumpkin, and watermelons. However, as said earlier, pollination, especially cross-pollination, requires agents or helpers like wind, water, insects, birds, bats, and even humans. Pollination can be carried by wind. Very common in dandelion and wheat. Pollination by water happens when aquatic or water plants release pollens into the water to float to other plants. You can easily find them in water lily and water hyacinth plants. Next we have pollination by insects like bees, butterflies, moths, and beetles. These insects transfer sticky pollens from one flower to the other. Sunflower and apple are the perfect example of pollination by insects. Brightly colored flowers like hibiscus and fuchsia are generally well pollinated by long-beaked birds like hummingbirds. Animals like bats also help in pollination, very commonly seen in wild bananas. Pollination by human is also very interesting. It involves manual transfer of pollens from one flower to the other. You can see it in vanilla orchid or pumpkin. But why is pollination so important? Pause the video and think. Well, because pollination helps flowers turn into fruits and provides us food. It also helps in formation of seeds that give life to new plants. Pollination supports forests, wildlife, and create a beautiful nature. Oh no. There's something very sad happening in our world. The tiny helpers that protect flowers and plants are now in danger. Smoke from pollution, cutting down forests, harmful chemicals and pesticides, and the earth getting hotter and hotter are harming bees, butterflies, birds, and many other pollinators. And if these helpers disappear, flowers, fruits, and even forests could slowly disappear too. Friends, it's our job to protect our little pollinators. So, plant more and more trees, and save the insects. Be their superheroes. So friends, that's it for today. See you in our next video. Till then, be kind. Be happy.
Hey curious minds, what should we explore next?
I'm thinking.
Tell us in the comments.